The most expensive neighborhoods around the world. It's no surprise that living in a well-known, reputable neighborhood is expensive, but you may go, wow, in acknowledging how expensive it can get. The world's most expensive neighborhoods have both a high median property price and per capita income. There is an increased domestic income level and the high cost of living in these neighborhoods. They include premium restaurant charges, high-end shopping, and above-average living expenses. Before we get into the video, welcome to Meraki Dreamluxe, the place where your luxury visualization comes to life. If you're new here and want to stick around for more videos like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Without further ado, let's look at some of the world's most expensive neighborhoods, where some of the world's wealthiest people live. It may be one day you'll get to move when you have your millions and billions of turnovers. Number 10. The Peak, Hong Kong. Every city has a neighborhood that strives to present richness. Since the colonial era, Hong Kong had the Peak, a neighborhood that's associated with riches, luxury, and exclusivity. The most expensive neighborhood in Hong Kong is located above the city. It offers spectacular views of the skyline and complete seclusion. Of course, this level of luxury comes at a premium. The Peak is now one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the world, costing $114,000 per square meter. As per Census and Statistics Department, Hong Kong, the population of the Peak was 20,263 in 2016. Bankers, expats, magnates, celebrities, and, more recently, Chinese millionaires and billionaires. They are looking for a place to invest or holiday away from the pollution of mainland cities, have made this neighborhood their home. In 2015, it's believed Alibaba founder Jack Ma, a Chinese billionaire, purchased a $191 million mansion there. But this was never proven. Why not consider when Jack Ma pondered making this neighborhood his residential area? Number 9. Kensington Palace Gardens, London. Kensington Palace Gardens, located west of downtown London, is a street with a surrounding neighborhood property worth that you must see to believe. Yes, it is that expensive. This luxurious neighborhood in West London is close to Kensington Palace. It was once known to be the Queen's Road. The street is now addressed in the name Billionaires Row. Kensington's location is in the heart of London. It is the neighborhood where you would find well-known London institutions, such as the Natural History Museum, Royal Albert Hall, Imperial College, and the Victoria and Albert Museum. Depending on market demand, the median property price here, Kensington Palace Gardens, might range from $44.34 million to $44.34 billion. Houses in the Queen Anne and Italianate styles sell only to embassy leaders and natural ambassadors. It depends on which end of the neighborhood you buy from. The properties sold by the Crown to private citizens bring in a lot of money. Lakshmi Mittal, an Indian steel magnate, bought a property in this neighborhood in 2008 for $87.43 million. It's said to be among its private residences. It is also the home of the British monarchy, including Prince George and the Queen of England. If you wish to call the Queen your neighbor, though, prepare to save up to afford a residential property in Kensington Palace Gardens. Number 8. Princess Grace, Monaco. Monaco is one of the world's wealthiest countries, with the greatest per capita GDP and 1/3 of its people being millionaires. The seaside house is deemed to be the border of this landmark avenue. The demand for an address here has risen in recent years due to a flurry of development projects. The apartments in this area are available for rent. Andrea Bocelli, Lewis Hamilton, Roger Moore, and Helena Christensen are a few of the well-known residents. The Wealth Bulletin declared Avenue Princesse Grace the most expensive street in the world in 2008. With an average price of $17,750 per square foot, this makes it one of the world's most expensive places. Even though Monaco lacks natural beaches, the most prominent man-made Larvado Beach is located on Avenue Princesse Grace. It makes this neighborhood appealing to millionaires and billionaires who look for better places to live. The Japanese Garden is one part of this neighborhood. Number 7. Tribeca, New York. Tribeca, a syllabic acronym for Triangle Below Canal Street, began as farmland and commercialized in the 1850s. Tribeca was also the most expensive neighborhood in New York City in 2017. It arrives far in advance of other cities in New York, with a median price of $4.683 million per square feet. The neighborhood has a combination of industrial flair and understated refinement. It's one among the favorite hangout spots for celebs. It is also the home to Tribeca's Film Festival. Tribeca is one of Manhattan's hottest and most expensive neighborhoods. It's known for its lofts and famous residents, such as Robert De Niro and Beyoncé. Most of the old warehouse buildings have turned into luxury condos and rentals by developers. The neighborhood's average resident is 37 years old, with an annual income of $180,000. Yes, you heard me. The residents of Tribeca made it to the Millionaires Club even before they were 40. Number 6. Fifth Avenue, New York. Fifth Avenue is New York's most famous street and primary roadway. It connects north and south of Manhattan. This neighborhood, which overlooks the beautiful green areas of Central Park and is home to some of the wealthiest of the people in town, is better known for its costly shopping options and fashion businesses. Between the 59th to the 96th, the average cost of real estate is around $28,000 per square meter. Bill Murray, an actor, and Tom Brokaw, a television host, are among the celebrities who live here. Midtown is the epicenter of Fifth Avenue. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Tiffany, Bottega Veneta, Giorgio Armani, Fendi, Versace, Cartier, Omega, Harry Winston, and many other well-known international companies have flagship stores here. We cannot deny the fact that these brands would attract the billionaires to this neighborhood. The Empire State Building, the Guggenheim Museum, the Museum of Modern Art, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Rockefeller Center, the Flatiron Building, the New York Public Library, Central Park, Bryant Park, and other sites and attractions may be found on Fifth Avenue. Number 5. Avenue Montaigne, Paris. Nor will there be an expensive neighborhood to live in without France being one among them. The Champs-Élysées in Paris is famed for its high-end shopping and haute fashion establishments. Avenue Montaigne is a part of the Champs-Élysées quarter. The average cost of real estate in this city is around $26,000 per square meter. Aside from signature stores like Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren, and Valentino, the Canadian Embassy is also located here. Marlene Dietrich, the actress, was one of the famous people who lived in this area. The avenue is around 350 years old and is known for its cultural influence. Here comes Russia on the list. Number 4. Astrazenka, Moscow. Astrazenka's architecture portrays the tale of the city through the years. It's known as Moscow's Golden Mile for a reason. Kroputinskaya Metro Station and Park Kultury Metro Station, some of Russia's wealthiest people live here. It is home to some of Russia's most breathtaking architectural beauty and high-end eating alternatives, including the Pushkin Museum, Leo Tolstoy Estate, and Cathedral of Christ the Savior. Real estate in this area estimates to cost around $29,000 per square meter. This affluent suburb is home to Russian business magnate Alisher Usmanov, Soviet poet Vladimir Mayakovsky, and opera singer Fyodor Shalapin. Number 3. Chemin de Ruth, Geneva. Switzerland is unquestionably one of Europe's, even the world's, most beautiful and expensive countries. The most expensive location in the country is Chemin de Ruth, which overlooks Lake Geneva. Aside from the United Nations building, the Chemin de Ruth is home to the Peugeot family and former tennis star Henri Leconte. A square meter of real estate here can cost around $37,000 according to estimates. On this street, most of the mansions are huge and spacious, with their own planted gardens and swimming pools. Why not afford to live in a country that ranked 4th according to the Happiness Index? Number 2. Knightsbridge, London. Knightsbridge is also the most expensive address in London, with top sales reaching over $7,000 per square foot. Knightsbridge, located immediately south of Hyde Park, is one of central London's most affluent neighborhoods. It also has some of the world's best museums, art galleries, landmarks, and universities. This makes it one of the most culturally and architecturally diverse cities in the world. The Victoria and Albert Museum, the Natural History Museum, the Science Museum, and the Serpentine Galleries are among these institutions. Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens are just steps away. This provides a wide leafy oasis of peace and quiet away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Number 1. Point Piper, Sydney. The Wolseley Road is Australia's most expensive street and one of the world's top 10 most expensive streets. Malcolm Turnbull, John Simmons, Frank Lowy, and Julia Ross are among the notable residents of the neighborhood. Exclusive beaches and stunning views of the Sydney skyline are here. Thus, this view of Sydney landmarks, along with the privacy it assures, makes this location postcard perfect and high in demand. Within the area, houses start at around $6 million and go up to $39.5 million. Do you believe these neighborhoods are worth affording despite their outrageous price tag? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you guys with the next brand new video.